Welcome to Clarity, where we dive deep into the mind and methods of one of the most innovative and successful entrepreneurs of our time, Elon Musk. Musk, the visionary behind SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink, has fundamentally changed industries with his groundbreaking ideas and relentless pursuit of the impossible. In this video, we're uncovering the secrets behind Musk's unparalleled effectiveness. How does a person run multiple billion-dollar companies while continuously pushing the boundaries of technology, space, and sustainable energy? We've distilled Musk's work ethic and philosophies into 11 powerful secrets, ranging from his fearless goal setting to his broad knowledge base, and even his unique habit of maximizing shower time for inspiration. The first secret is to start a new day by doing the most important work first. Given the workload of running 3 companies daily, Elon Musk starts his every day by doing the most important work. For Musk, that means dealing with emails. Many people might not understand why dealing with emails is so important to him. As a leader of the company, Musk is very aware that his decisions and opinions set the direction for others in the company. Without his responses or clear instructions, others will not be able to work efficiently throughout the day. Therefore, around 7 a.m. every day, Musk starts processing emails, answering employees' questions, issuing instructions, setting goals, and clarifying roles. This way, other employees can receive clear directives from the CEO as soon as they start their workday. So, start every day by doing the most important work first. Musk not only starts his day efficiently, but also ensures that the entire company team can start their day efficiently. The second secret is to sincerely accept feedback and criticism. Musk candidly states that the way to become a better self is to be open to feedback along the way. As a very busy leader, Musk has no time to waste on useless things. Therefore, he is always thinking about how to achieve better results. To achieve his goals, he not only frequently engages in self-reflection, but also asks others for suggestions and feedback. He believes that as an entrepreneur and business owner, it is most important to be able to hear the negative feedback provided by others. Rather than knowing where he is doing well, he prefers to know where he is not doing well enough. Musk likes to hire the best talent in the field to provide him with continuous, high-quality, genuine feedback. Don't tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. When a leader can accept free criticism from those around him, the leader and his team can develop most efficiently. The third secret is to adhere to first principles thinking. He believes that thoughts from first principles helps elevate matters to their most fundamental truths. Then, start thinking from the most core aspect. Musk said in an interview, "I tend to approach things from a physics framework. Physics teaches people to reason from fundamental principles, not by analogy." So, how exactly do we apply first principles reasoning? Let's take rocket building as an example. What are rockets made of? The answer is aerospace-grade aluminum alloys, plus some titanium, copper, and carbon fiber. Then we can ask, what is the market value of these materials? At this point, we find that the material cost of a rocket is about 2% of the price of a traditional finished rocket. Based on this conclusion, Musk didn't spend tens of millions of dollars to buy a finished rocket, but decided to start his own company, buy raw materials at low prices, and make rockets himself. Thus, SpaceX was born. Within a few years, SpaceX reduced the cost of rocket launches by nearly 10 times while still being profitable. Musk is such a person who uses first principles, reasoning to fundamentally solve problems, bypass the high costs of the aerospace industry, and create a more efficient solution. The fourth secret is to use asynchronous communication. Many people may not understand what asynchronous communication is, and naturally, it's hard to recognize its benefits. Let's first talk about the opposite of asynchronous communication, which is synchronous communication. Synchronous communication is when you send a message and the recipient immediately processes and responds to the message upon receiving it. A typical example of synchronous communication is face-to-face communication, such as meetings. You might have experienced that working in an office with colleagues is much less efficient than working alone at home. This is because our offices are filled with a lot of synchronous communication. You might be busy with something when suddenly a colleague interrupts you asking for a file. You unconsciously stop what you're doing, prioritize finding the file for your colleague, and then return to your original work. It takes a few minutes to get back into the flow after being interrupted. Another disadvantage of synchronous communication is that we often give the quickest response, not the best one. This affects the depth and accuracy of our work. Asynchronous communication can well compensate for some of the flaws of synchronous communication. Common forms of asynchronous communication include text messages and emails. With asynchronous communication, the recipient can first choose a suitable time to process the information. This avoids being bombarded with too much information and reduces work concentration. Secondly, it allows for thoughtful responses, improving the quality of the reply. The fifth secret is to improve the efficiency of communication. Musk once joked, "I deal with a lot of emails and I'm very good at it. That's my core competency." According to a study by Carleton University, a typical knowledge worker spends 1 to 3 of their work week on emails. This is why mastering email communication skills and improving communication efficiency can further enhance work efficiency. When Musk handles emails, he uses language that is very clear, concise, and direct. He always manages to clarify important matters in the most concise language and the shortest length, emphasizing the key points. He frequently sends emails to all company employees on topics such as company progress, communication methods, company vision and mission, and how to make work more efficient. Musk has said, when people know what the goal is and why that goal is set, they will do better in their work. It's very important to make everyone look forward to starting their day at work and to be able to enjoy their work. The sixth secret is selective multitasking. Musk is adept at handling multiple tasks simultaneously and combines several tasks for batch processing whenever possible. For instance, he chooses to reply to emails while eating or have meetings during lunch. Musk has said, "I find that I can play with my kids and send emails at the same time. I can be with them and get my work done. If I couldn't do this, I wouldn't be able to get my work done." Of course, multitasking is selective. Not all tasks can be combined and handled at the same time. Research has long confirmed that multitasking is less efficient than handling one task at a time. The brain needs time to adjust between different tasks, known as task switching. Task switching can make you feel fatigued and less efficient. Efficient multitasking means that even if you are doing more than 2 things at the same time, your brain is still primarily focused on the most important task. Not everyone needs to run 3 large companies at the same time like Musk, so if you can't judge well which tasks can be batch processed, it's still best to focus your energy on one thing and do it well, one at a time. The secret number 7 is time management down to minutes. 3 companies at once is no small feat, meaning time is of the essence for Elon Musk. Most people create a rough to-do list, listing things that need to be done, and adding new tasks as they come. Such lists are obviously not sufficient for Elon Musk. Like many other highly efficient and successful individuals, Elon Musk follows a very detailed and specific schedule. He schedules his time in 5-minute blocks. By scheduling his time down to the minute, Musk successfully fits more tasks into his schedule. It's also very difficult to insert new items into his daily routine on a whim. This greatly improves Elon Musk's focus during work, keeping him undisturbed by minor matters. Elon Musk prioritizes engineering, design, and manufacturing work. He spends 80% of his time in these areas. Musk says, "I don't spend my time talking about cutting-edge technology concepts. Instead, I spend it on solving specific engineering and manufacturing problems." The 8th secret. Dare to set challenging goals for yourself. One of Musk's most famous personality traits is his tendency to set incredibly challenging goals for himself and his company's projects. He uses increasing the difficulty level of goals, making them bigger and harder, as a method of cognitive shift. This cognition is that the first step is to determine something is possible, then the possibility will emerge. For others, designing a rocket is already great, but for Musk, designing a rocket is not enough. It must be a reusable rocket. Tesla's original plan was to start delivering the Roadster in 2006, but the deadline was postponed several times until the car was actually delivered in 2008. Although Tesla delivered this car 2 years after the target completion date, Tesla still launched the first fully battery-powered car. In Musk's own words, "If I've said something is going to happen, it usually does happen. It may not happen on time, but it usually does happen eventually." This is the result of daring to set challenging goals. It can make you step out of your comfort zone. When you keep doing what you've already done, you can't grow. Growth comes from the failures you encounter in the process of trying to make progress. If your goal is to achieve 5 grand goals, but in the end you only achieve 1 or 2 of them, then you've already surpassed those who never tried or made an effort from the start. The 9th secret: cultivate a growth mindset. Musk never feels complacent about his current state, despite his company's huge achievements. But Musk knows there is always room for improvement in every field, and anything can be done in a better, faster, and cheaper way. This is a growth mindset. Having this mindset is an important skill that distinguishes successful people from others. When you have a growth mindset, you know that as long as you put in enough effort, you can learn something new. If you fail, you will approach the problem from a different angle until you find an effective solution. You will keep repeating until you get it right. In Musk's own words, failure is an option. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. Opposite to the growth mindset is the fixed mindset. In this mindset, people rarely challenge the status quo. Many people use the following excuses to refuse change and growth, saying, "This is how things have always been done. Why change? Can't we just continue as is?" In a fixed mindset, preconceived notions are considered universal truths, and people don't question these notions, so they remain stagnant. The 10th secret: build a broad knowledge base. According to Elon Musk's brother, starting from his teenage years, Musk began reading 2 books from different disciplines every day. In comparison, if you read 1 book a month, Musk's reading volume is 60 times yours. Initially, Musk's reading covered science fiction, philosophy, religion, biographies of scientists, engineers, and entrepreneurs. As he grew older, his reading and career interests expanded to physics, engineering, product design, business technology, and energy. His thirst for knowledge allowed him to delve into various disciplines not taught in school. Someone once asked Musk why he could learn so much cutting-edge knowledge so quickly. He said he often felt his brain operating on overload. He encourages everyone to push beyond their limits, believing that most people can learn far more than they think. Musk realized that the company's engineers were his knowledge base. He would grab engineers in the factory and start questioning them about specific valves or materials. He would keep asking until he understood about 90% of what the engineers knew. Those familiar with Musk can attest to his remarkable ability to absorb knowledge. He could almost perfectly remember the engineers' answers. An early engineer at SpaceX, Kevin Brogan, once said he initially thought Musk was challenging him to see if he was proficient in his field of knowledge. Later, I realized he was using this method to vigorously learn new knowledge. Here, we present the 11th secret of Elon Musk's high-efficiency work: thinking while showering. In an interview, Musk admitted that his best ideas usually come while showering. Showering is considered by Musk to be the daily activity that has the most positive impact on his life. Musk believes the reason why showers can more efficiently generate inspiration is that our brains have been working all night while we sleep, trying to come up with solutions in the background. So, after waking up in the morning, it only takes a few minutes to switch on the brain, and one can clearly see the issues, which can be done while showering.